Hi Taurus, this is Tisch Aitken, and this is your monthly report for the month of August. It's unbelievable that I'm doing the monthly report for August because the summer is flying by. But it is what it is, and we've got the month ahead of us. And the big news is at the end of July, Jupiter, which is the grand benefic, re-entered the fixed air sign of Aquarius on July 8th and re-entered your house of career and life goals, where it will be until December 29th of this year. Jupiter is the planet of optimism, expansion, higher wisdom, as well as promotion and publicity. And for you, this is really expanding your options to have new professional opportunities, to make your mark. It's opening a lot of doors. And Saturn, which is the architect of the zodiac, entered your house of career on December 17th of 2020, and it will be there until March 7th of 2023. Saturn challenges you and rewards you when you work hard. Jupiter gives you a lot of gifts and blessings. So this is really nice energy. So your career is a huge focus this year and for the next couple of years with Saturn. And as we begin the month of August, the Sun and Mercury are transiting in the fixed fire sign of Leo in your house of home and family and emotional foundation. Mars and Venus are transiting in your house of love affairs and children and creativity and romance. So the focus is very much on your career. Saturn is demanding that the next couple of years. Jupiter's opening doors. Your home and your needs are important, with the Sun and Mercury bringing light to that area. But it's also time to have fun and have some romance and joy with Mars and Venus in your house of love affairs. So that's how we begin the month. And on August 1st, the Sun and Mercury meet up at 10:08 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time at 10 degrees of the fixed fire sign of Leo. And that's a really creative signature around communication. And for you, it's falling in your house of creative self-expression. Later in the day, there are more reality checks because Mercury opposes Saturn at 5:50 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. That can be more where there might be friction with friends, maybe there are arguments. That's an aspect where the glass is half empty. It's good for getting hard work done that requires a lot of patience. And then later at 11:14 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time and at 2:14 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time on August 2nd, the Sun opposes Saturn, and that could bring breakups and endings or turning points. So lay low if there is a little friction with friends or what have you. And then on August 2nd, Juno, which is an asteroid around partnering, stations direct at 7:43 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time at 8 degrees of the mutable fire sign of Sagittarius. And for all of this, this is how we can expand how we partner. And for you, this occurs in the house of empowerment and transformation. So it's actually nice energy. And then late on the 2nd at 11:53 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time and on August 3rd at 2:53 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, Venus forms a beautiful trine to Uranus. And this could be good for unexpected romantic opportunities, creative, financial. With Uranus, whatever it is, it's going to be magical. And Venus and Uranus together are often really fun when they're in harmony. Later that day, Mercury squares Uranus at 9:57 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. And for you, that could bring challenges with home, potentially. Again, with Uranus, expect the unexpected. Information will get uncovered, could be a little bit startling, but it's very innovative and creative energy on that date. And then on the 4th of August, the sun forms a beautiful trine to Chiron, the wounded healer, at 6:41 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Chiron is transiting in your house of spirituality, and the sun is transiting in your house of emotional foundations. So that's nice energy around connecting to source. And then on the 6th of August, the sun squares Uranus at 7:57 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, and that also can be a bit chaotic energy. So just know that you may have a lot going on. Maybe there's a lot dealing with family. And then on the 8th of August, there is a new moon that takes place at 9:50 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time at 16 degrees and 14 minutes of the fixed fire sign of Leo. And this new moon is conjunct Mercury. So a lot of information uncovered for all of us as to how we can plant new seeds and set intentions. A new moon is always an excellent time for setting intentions. For you, it's in your house of home and foundation and getting your needs met. So really tending to home and family. So the sun is in its dignity in this new moon. So it's a very powerful new moon, really using that energy to tap into what you want to achieve. And then let's see here, on August 9th, Venus opposes Neptune at 8:20 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, and that could be potential deception or miscommunication with friends or romantic partners. Some relationships could get dissolved with that. On the 10th of August, Mercury opposes Jupiter at, let's see here, Mercury opposes Jupiter, and that happens at 9:20 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, and that could just be a lot of information, being really busy, and Mercury's transiting in your house of home and family, and I imagine being very busy at work. On August 11th, Mercury, which is the planet of communication, enters the mutable Earth sign of Virgo at 5:57 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, where it will be until August 29th. And it's transiting in your house of romance and love affairs and creativity. So really good for having fun and socializing, but finding your creative voice. And then on the 15th of August at 9:27 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, and on August 16th at 12:27 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, Venus enters the cardinal air sign of Libra, where it will be until September 10th. And for you, it will be transiting in your house of work and health and wellness and daily routine, helping you to be very creative in your work and in your projects, but also beautifying your appearance. Maybe you're getting in shape, maybe you're doing other things to feel good about yourself, but that can be being very creative at work. Venus loves being in Libra. It's in its dignity. It's good for getting along with other people. So that's a nice energy. Then on August 18th, Mars meets up with Mercury at 11:28 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, and that could be a bit combative. That happens in your house of love affairs. It also for getting things done. And then on August 19th, the sun opposes Jupiter at 8:29 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, and again probably being very busy. And then Uranus stations retrograde at 9:40 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time at 14 degrees of the fixed Earth sign of Taurus. Uranus retrogrades in your sign in the house of self. You'll definitely feel that. Uranus has been transiting in your sign on and off since May 15th of 2018, and that brings a lot of change, a lot of innovation, and new ways of seeing things. It's new ways of seeing things, and you'll definitely feel that 5 days before and 5 days after. Uranus is brilliance and chaos and rapid change, and I'm sure you'll feel it very strongly. It could bring more anxiety. Maybe you're having trouble sleeping, but that's what's happening. So just recognizing that as well. And then let's see here. On August 20th, there's a very magical energy. Mercury forms a trine to Uranus at 4:06 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. And that is very innovative thinking for work and partnering with others and networking. And then on the 21st of August, Venus opposes Neptune, and that can bring deception or confusion. And then on August 22nd, let's see here, there is a full moon at 8:02 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time at 29 degrees and 37 minutes of the fixed air sign of Aquarius. And this full moon occurs in your house of career and life work. And it's only a degree off from Jupiter, the grand benefic. So hopefully it's bringing completion and fruition to things you've been working on. It's a very positive energy in that it's conjunct Jupiter, the luckiest planet, in Aquarius, bringing many options. On August 24th, Venus trines Saturn at 8:48 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, and that's helpful for structuring goals with work and getting things done and partnering with others in a constructive way professionally. And then on August 26th, Venus opposes Chiron, the wounded healer, at 9:24 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. That's good for you for doing healing work because Venus is transiting in your house of work and habits. And then let's see, Mercury trines Pluto at 10:24 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, and that's excellent for work opportunities and connecting and very innovative energy. And then on August 30th, Mercury changes signs and enters the cardinal air sign of Libra at 1:10 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, and it will be in Libra for quite some time because it's going to retrograde on September 27th at 25 degrees of Libra in your house of work and routine. So a lot of focus in that area of your life. So on your habits, on your health, on your work, and on your routine. I wish you a lot of luck, Taurus. Uranus is retrograding. You're going to feel that energy, but a lot of focus on home and a lot of focus on your career these next few years. Thank you very much and take care.